In this video we're going to take a look at how to do a line chart in Excel. Line charts should only be used if you want to show how something changes over time, which means you're going to have time units across the x-axis. Okay, what I want to do in this is I don't want to chart everything that's here. I just want to chart some of the data. I want the years to be across the bottom, and notice I'm including the word year here. I'm going to skip some of this data here. What I want to do is I want to compare newspapers and magazines. So I'm going to do a control click to select the rest of it here. And I do want newspapers and magazines to appear in my legend, so I do have to include row 2, which is why I included A2 over here. Now if you squeeze this data together, you will get a rectangle. It may look like newspapers is not selected here, but it always highlights the place where you started a little bit differently. So newspapers is selected. Then we're going to go to Insert a Chart, and I want to do a line chart. And if you've got a small number of points, you can do a line with markers. If you've got lots of them, you probably want to just choose plain old line here. We don't have very many points, so I'm going to do a line with markers. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move that chart to a new worksheet so it's a little bit bigger. And I have a problem. If you look over here, it's kind of hard to see. Let's make this a little bigger. Actually, let's just make everything on the chart a little bit bigger. Go home and let's do about 16 points for everything. And the year is being plotted. It's not supposed to be plotted. It's supposed to be down here on the x-axis, but Excel thinks it's supposed to chart everything that's a column or a row of numbers, and these are numbers, so that's what it tries to do. If that happens, you have to go to the Design tab, and you have to tell it how to select the data. And you'll get this little dialog box right here, and everything that's being plotted is over here on the left side. Well, I don't want year to be plotted, so I select it and I click on Remove. And I'm halfway there now. Now I've got the two lines that I want, newspapers and magazines. But if I look down here at the bottom, I've still got 1 through 12, and I want the years. Well, this right side here is where you tell it what you want to put along the bottom. So I'm going to click on Edit, and I'm going to select what I want, and go back to my worksheet here and select this. Do not include the word year because you don't want year at the bottom. There are only 12 data points. If I select that, I'll have 13 things across the bottom for 12 data points, and that's not going to make much sense. So we'll select those. We'll click on OK. Click on OK again, and now I've got the years down here at the bottom. Everything else is pretty much the same as it was for a column chart. One thing we didn't do with a column chart was modify the bars. If you want to modify one of what they call a data series here, just click on it to select it, and then right click and go to Format Data Series. And if it's a bar, you can change the bar color. In this case, it's a line, and I want to change the line color, so let's do a solid line, and right now it's red, and I'm going to change it to blue and close this. And now something kind of interesting happens. The line becomes blue, but the data points, the markers for the data points, are still red. So I've still got some more work to do. So let's go in here and format the data series again, and these are the markers. And I want a solid fill for the marker, and I want it to be the same color, which was blue. Click on Close. And now if you look at them, it may be hard to see. They're blue on the inside, but they still have a red outline. So I've still got one more thing to do. Go Format Data Series, and let's go to marker line color, and go to solid line, and we're going to choose blue and click on Close, and there we go. Now everything is blue. Took 3 steps to get there, but everything is blue. So that's how you do a line chart. The biggest problem usually with a line chart is because your axis is going to have time units. You're usually going to have numbers down here, and it'll try to plot the numbers, and you're going to have to tell it not to.